Hey everybody, I'm Corey. Thanks for tuning in. I go by Corey JA on the internet, and you can find me at CoreyJA.com. While you're there, you can head over to this newsletter page and sign up for my newsletter. I want to post at least once a month in 2024, so shouldn't flood your inbox, so head over there if you are interested in hearing from me on a more regular basis. And good to have my blog open because I think today we are going to work on some stuff in my blog to at least start. I haven't streamed in a little bit, and over this little holiday break, I was working on giving my blog some jobs and cron stuff so it can do background jobs and also have a cron service. And I want to extract that into a package that I can use in other little projects. So I started that a little bit yesterday. Oh no! I'm sorry, TCP stream. I didn't change the title, and I wasn't planning on doing advent of code. Do you want to do some advent of code today? Hee hee hee. I had forgotten about this Twitch title. I had left it for all of December. I don't want to disappoint anyone, and I didn't have a specific thing that we were going to work on. You want to do some advent of code? You figured. Ha ha ha. Okay, let's change up my title here. I think we're gonna work on my blog today. Um, Working on Rust blog framework extraction. That'll work for me. I probably don't need to change the go live notification, but that's okay. Come stop by and say hi. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out TCP stream, and thanks for being a subscriber. So we are gonna hop right into it today. So like I was saying a minute ago, this is something I have worked on a little bit off stream, so we're gonna jump right into the weeds just a bit. So I'm on this extract CJA branch. So the name for this little mini frameworky thing that we're extracting is going to be CJA, which works perfectly because that's my initials. And it's also Cron Jobs and Axum, which is kind of perfect because we built our own Cron and Jobs and we're using Axum as the web framework. So I'm kind of loving that naming. So let's make a... Do I have a draft PR for this? Not yet. Ooh, I published a newsletter thing yesterday, and to the actual newsletter, people on the newsletter get some of these things a day before they go on the blog, or that's what I said. So today is one day later, so let's merge that PR and get my 2023 review and 2024 preview post live up. That'll be nice. And with that, let's go and make a draft pull request for this extraction. Extract CJA meta framework is kind of what I'm calling it right now. It ties together a bunch of other frameworks kind of thing. Let's make a draft PR for now. And let's just take a look at it, see what we were working on, and we'll go from there. I don't really think I wanted those. I think this was my VS Code getting confused about workspaces. Oh, that's why Cursor came up. So I tried out Cursor for a little while. It's a fork of VS Code that adds some more large language model, OpenAI type stuff. And I kind of liked it, but the problem I had with it is that it didn't sync settings like I'm used to from VS Code. And I also didn't... I wish it was just an extension and not a whole fork. Like, I liked it a little bit, but not enough to switch over completely. So I'm back to VS Code. But I have to set up some hotkeys to not keep pulling up Cursor for me kind of on accident. So I use Alfred to have my little like searchy thing up here. And one of the things that I have with it is some hotkeys set up. And the most important one that I use is doing control space to hide and show my editor. So I had to configure which application to hide and show. But with that done, I can actually hop to my editor and remove the extra Rust analyzer settings that we didn't want there. Cool. Okay, so we have this new crate called CJA, Cron Jobs and Axum, a meta framework for building web applications. I am name squatting this on crates.io, but I don't actually have any published versions of this, and I'm not positive if I will right away. I feel like these first versions might be pretty specific to me, because I think I'm gonna bake some of my auth stuff into it, but we'll see, and maybe I'll extract it for people to use if there's interest for sure. Okay, so I have to define an app state. I use an app state struct in my Axum stuff, but this is frameworked out. So we're going to define a struct that can be cloned, send and sync, and implements both a version and a database method to get a database pool and a string version. And then these are some of the actual jobs I have in my blog that are commented out for now, because this is on the framework side. And then registry. So this is where this is how we are registering our cron jobs. This is like how you are supposed to use it. You're supposed to get a registry, call register, give it a name, how often you want the job to run, and then a function that describes the cron job. And all of them should just be in queuing a job. And we might try to framework over this a little bit, but we might not. We'll see. This collapses the error to a string right now, blah, 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 blah. Oh, so this is, let's actually just pull up the code here, because I was having some errors that we want to work through, and I think it'll just be easier to do that when we can actually see the errors. Okay, so cron, registry, we actually don't have any errors in, awesome. So we define a trait for our cron functions. It has one method called run, which is basically the same structure as that function we were looking at before. It takes an app state and a context and returns a result. The error type here is a string, and that's kind of important and why I wrote a comment here. This collapses the error type to a string, and right now that's kind of okay because all I do is send that with a tracing log. But we might want better error debugging eventually, so we might want to change this to a more descriptive error type. And then I implement this trait for any function that has the right shape, basically. And then we map our error to take whatever error we get from the function, which is a more specific type of error, and maps it to the string that we get for run here. So this one's actually fine. Let's hop to worker where I have some errors and see. Yeah, so I was getting these ones about the parameter type app state might not live long enough, but I think I have a thing that I was trying out that was fixing it. And that actually kind of just comes from the error body here. It says the type of parameter app state may not live long enough. Consider adding an explicit lifetime bound with plus static. And it's telling me plus static because I've added plus static bounds to a few of these in different places. So that was one I just was like kind of missing and needed to add. I'm not positive if that app state plus static is what I want or if it's going to work, to be completely honest, but it has fixed the errors in cron so far, so we're going to keep marching through. So the idea of cron here is that you can give it a bunch of jobs that it runs on some schedule, and then you can run it, and it just sits in a loop and runs these cron jobs as they come up. And so the next part of that is pretty coupled, but like hopefully not coupled in code, is the job worker. The idea here is we are going to add jobs to a Postgres queue, and the worker is going to keep polling that queue and pulling them off and running new jobs. And so this is working. It's live on my blog right now. It is doing these two cron things. It's refreshing my GitHub sponsors and refreshing my videos. So quick call out, if you like my content and you want to subscribe to me, you can do that on GitHub sponsors. And then this little cron job will pull your name into my database so that my blog knows you sponsored me, and I will give you thanks. Endless thanks. Eventually I want to have a spot on my blog that actually like has a sponsors only section. And that's why I'm pulling this in. But so far we're just pulling in the data. But that is how the cron is all set up to work. So let's hop over to jobs and see what it's upset about. Oh, awesome. So it's mad at me about the database stuff, which makes sense. So I have a database in set up for my blog. And I think I should even have a database URL set up in the command line here. Yep, awesome. So I have a database set up. The name of the database is byte, but that's not super important because none of those are really what I'm looking for at all. New connection. Postgres connection, name, byte, I guess. That'll work. Localhost. Yeah, I think I can just connect to it. Oh, no. Oh, database core JA does not exist. Okay. But I didn't think I wanted to connect to that. And I didn't think I told you to connect to that either. Oh, database name. Got it. I did. Byte. Test. There we go. Connect. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Oh, and look at that. This just doesn't have a jobs table. Oh, and you want to know why this probably doesn't have a jobs table? Because I don't think I've worked on this desktop on this project in a little while. So we got to go to our database directory and run SQLX. And I could do like migrate to just migrate, but I think I just want to reset the database and just drop it and start over. So let's quit out of table plus so we drop that connection. I've had this problem where something keeps a database connection open longer than I expect it to, and I'm not always positive what it is. So what I end up doing is brew services restart PostgreSQL. You might need a version for that. I do. Oh, and it's not, well, maybe not. Restart. Brew services list. 15, of course. Which is better because 15 is newer anyways. I didn't really want to be running 14. I'm not sure where it got that from. Now we can do a database reset, drop the database, apply all my migrations. And now, if we're lucky... Cool. Okay. So we got a different error now. We fixed the error that I was getting where it didn't know about the jobs table because I have a jobs table now. But it doesn't... It's now still mad about the... type parameter app state might not live long enough, but we've been fixing that in other places by just throwing a static bound here, which I think makes sense because app state doesn't borrow anything, and I think that's kind of actually one of the things I want it to do is not borrow things. So I think sticking the static bound on it makes sense. Though actually, now that I think about it, why don't I just stick that here? I probably don't want to be sticking it everywhere here because I want it to be implied by just saying app state. And I'm doing this AS because I want to call this type app state, but I called the trait app state, but I wanted to call like the generic type parameter app state too. So I decided to alias it. I'm not in love with it, but I think it'll work. And this is definitely better than adding static to all these places. One, because I don't have to add it to all these places. But two, it just makes more sense. We want that to be baked into the definition of what an app state is. Cool. So now we have problems back in cron. Okay, cool. So this is when we are trying to register new jobs in our cron. And it says the parameter type impl cron function of app state may not live long enough so that the type will meet its lifetime bounds. Okay. Do I have specific lifetime bounds here? No. I don't say anything about that. Consider adding an explicit bound. Where do you want me to add that? You want me to say that the job is plus static? Okay. A restricted trait in public interface can't leak restricted trait. Ooh, okay. This is a fun one. Restricted trait in public interface. Registry cron function declared as restricted. Okay, so I think it's just a public kind of missing match thing. But what's it actually mad about? I forgot. It's mad about cron function. Okay. And I think I just need to make it public because it just needs to match. I could have also made register not super duper public, but I think I want to. You should consider adding a default implementation. Sure. Yeah, that works for me. Since new doesn't take any params, we might as well implement default for this thing. I like that. Rust analyzer, thank you. Okay, but we have more errors now. What's this mad about? Oh, it's just this whole thing. I can just make things publicer. Oh wait, no, that was the opposite of helping. The restricted type registry cron job. Oh, cron job. Yeah. Make this more public. Okay, make everything public. I tried to make too many things private and it didn't like that. And we'll go through later maybe and make be more careful about our public private things when we go to release it. Q error, that's a private type. Let's make that public. I'm feeling like it's a good sign though if we're getting to errors in visibility, because I think it means we're getting closer, or maybe we're at compiling, and I like that. Awesome. Yeah, no, I think we're compiling. I don't think it thinks we're doing anything useful, which we're not. But I think it's compiling. Build. Yeah. I think we got this. I think we're gonna build. And then the fun thing here is we will make sure my blog still works. Hopefully the cron and jobs still function there. Oh, dang it. Oh, I just need to add the feature for that, I bet. But then the cool thing is we're actually going to switch over to a new project, status, which is going to be like a uptime monitor, or at least it's going to start its life as an uptime monitor. And we're going to use the cron and jobs package, the CJA, Cron Jobs and Axum package, to actually coordinate, or like, to run the app, to be the framework for our status app. Status is also using my fun site-to-site auth, where like you OAuth, well, you log into the CoreyJA site via GitHub OAuth, because that's the only thing I've implemented there. But then you OAuth directly to my site, to my other like status app. We'll check it out when we get there. It's pretty fun. No v4 for UUID. I think that just means I need to add a feature to UUID for v4. Rust UUID. We want v4. Is that a feature flag? I feel like it might be a feature flag. v4. v4. Yep. Cargo add UUID feature v4. And let's just check out what that did. Make sure it did what I expected it to. Awesome. Yeah, it added UUID with the v4. I don't have that in my cargo in the workspace though. I feel like I might want it there if I don't have it there. Yeah, let's make this one a workspace one. Nope. Cargo.toml in the workspace. No. Cargo.toml in the workspace. Add UUID. Then go to cargo.toml in CJA, where I can do UUID.workspace equals true. And then like let's search for search UUID in files. Where's the, there we go. In files cargo.toml. So this is the one I just added. And then in server, yeah. UUID.workspace equals true. Perfect. Now we're going to use a single one. Hopefully that doesn't break my server too much to use that new version. We will find out. Okay. Yeah, it has a few errors over there, it looks like. But for the moment, can I build the CJA package? We'll go one step at a time. There we go. It did work out good. Okay, so we can build this now, but let's go solve the errors I just caused with the UUID package over here. At least I think they're with that. Oh no, they're mad because it doesn't know how to actually use these new things, because I just like actually deleted them from my blog when I copied them over. I don't really know why I did that. It seems like it was the bad decision, but that's okay. We are at a stage where I think we can bring everything back over. So it's basically all the stuff I have commented out in the CJA package. We're going to bring back to the server package in the right spots. So I think here, this is going to be mad because I don't have the cron and jobs modules anymore. No code actions available. I feel like there should be code actions available. That actually gets to a post that I was brainstorming on and writing a little bit recently about the ability to like just make a new file from the quick fix here. I use so much that like it changes how I code dramatically to have it versus not, and I think it's really interesting. So I want to write that post and maybe make a little short video out of that or something. I think would be fun. Okay, so I have a new spot that I want to put this code basically. And it's not gonna make any sense at first. We're gonna need to import lots of stuff. Chrono duration. Yeah, cron registry. This is the one thing I really... Oh, yeah, we actually need to like write the dependency because I don't think I have that written at all. So this server is now going to depend on this other crate that I have right next to it called CJA in this... Oh, in the CJ... Oh my gosh. Changing our word. There we go. Okay. Got that set up. It's going to have to do some compiling, but that's okay. Hopefully Rust Analyzer. There. Oh, there. It's done now. Oh, come on. You can find cron registry. Yes. CJA cron registry. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and now I actually want to get the jobs because that's what those are worried about. But this is actually about the worker. So let's actually just get all the way to this worker and import that from cron. Perfect. What else? App state. That can come from the app because now we actually have an app state. Things aren't generic over it anymore, which is nice. This result can be a myet result because this is just running it. I think this will fall into the framework eventually, but for the moment it's out of it. And this is a cron registry of app state because we have one, which is nice. We don't have to be generic as much anymore. Okay, so this actually wasn't supposed to come from Chrono. Import it from standard time, I'm guessing. Register it. Yeah, that'll work, I think. The trait bound app state is not satisfied. The trait... Oh, because I haven't implemented that. That does make sense. So I guess I can go to my config. I have a place for config over here. Actually, where's app state defined? I guess it should probably just go right next to that. Impl app state, impl from CJA, app state, nope, app state, for app state. I don't... Well, I'm probably going to write that again, but I didn't want to write that there. Not all trait items are implemented missing. Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted you to fill them in for me. So version is self.versions.git commit. And this is self.db .clone, I guess, right? Because I do... I don't know if I really want to clone the pool, but it's what's going to happen. Oh, app state's not public? Cool, let's fix that. App state needs to be public so that I can actually get this trade out of it. Awesome. Okay, and now we can use... Yep, awesome. So the only things that are mad here now are the jobs that we don't know about yet, and the mismatch return type here. So mismatch types expected enum result of a report and got a tick error. So I bet what I can just do is into diagnostic it. Can't convert from this. Wait. Can't convert from the unit type to a result. Why is it trying to convert from the unit type? Worker.run does a tick error. Oh, there's no await? No, it's an async function, so there's an await. Expected enum this found unit type. Wait, I'm a little confused by this. Oh, run doesn't have an error? But it does have an error. It has the tick error. That's the whole thing there. Oh, that's a bad error message. The answer is just that I didn't wrap it in okay. Or I don't know actually know if it was a bad error message. I think it was a bad me reading. But I just have to wrap it in an okay. I could also, and it's because I want to do the type conversion here. I want to convert from the tick error to a result. If I didn't want to do that, I think I could have just left it without the question mark. But that gives the mismatch type error. So then I need to convert the error and then wrap it in okay. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. And now let's bring the jobs over so that that can make sense too. Will you make the file for me now? You still don't want to make the file for me? Oh, it's so nice when you make the file for me. Jobs.rs. Okay, and now we want to copy over. Well, really, we actually might want to make a jobs. We don't want to make the jobs.rs actually. I was wrong. What we want to do is make a jobs folder. And then inside that, we will make a mod.rs for our first one. But this one really is just going to say that there are 2 more jobs. And let's copy those jobs over. Actually, we'll just literally drag them over. Move. Perfect, because they're actually going to be included in this thing. So where are we going to get job from? Can't find job in this scope. Yeah, well, I know, but you can find it in a different scope, I bet. Oh, pub crate. No. You need to be public so that I can actually find you over here. Woohoo! Missing generic. Oh yeah, it's generic to app state. Nice. Wow, that was actually pretty easy. Love that. I think this is actually coming together pretty well. Okay. Oh, nice. That might have gotten all of those there. Then can I import this from there and this from there? Oh, look at that, Cron. Oh man, unqueue. Okay, wait. That's just importing one more thing so that it has the enqueue method. Oh, we're so close. What up now? Can't infer the error type. Can't infer the type from our error declared on the method register. Okay. So register. Wait, is this even necessary? Nope. I don't think it was. Cool. I had a type parameter on register for the error that was going to be returned from this that I had when I was like just messing with those type parameters and trying to get it to work. Just not necessary anymore. Can just delete it. Love that. Okay. Let's just go bug hunting. We've got a lot of red over here. Let's see what's up. Oh, okay. So it's just places we're using the job framework and it doesn't have the imports correct anymore. But that's okay. We can fix those. And I don't think it'll be too bad. So what is this now? We can't convert from an enqueue error into a Mayet error. Yes. Because a Mayet error has a from report, but that's it. Can I write an impl t impl for a type t impl from t for Mayet where t is a diagnostic. Conflicting impls. Where's the other impl? Oh, in crate core. Impl t from t. Impl for t from t where wait, how is that a conflicting impl? From core. Oh, because my at error implements diagnostic, so I can't write this easily. That's what this is saying. Okay. I can probably just make it myself. Is that what I want to do? Um, oh, that's really interesting. I never thought about that. What if I say into diagnostic for anything that it implements into diagnostic? The missing generics for, oh, wait, into diagnostic has generics. I never even knew that. So it has generics on the type and the error. Converts results types that return a regular error into that returns a diagnostic. I don't actually see where that error goes. Report result. Oh, that's interesting. I don't really want to give it the types here. So T is for the success type here. I don't want to think about the success type of a random thing here. Okay, let's scrap this. Let's do the convert manually if I need one. Because I can't convert the error to a myet error. That's okay. I think what I want to do then is go map error into diagnostic. No, because it would just be into diagnostic. Like that. Can't convert. Oh, they don't want to convert the error. I want to call into diagnostic to convert the error. There we go. Treat it just like it was any other error from any other app, even though it's an app that or any other crate, right? It's just another error from a crate. It's not special specifically. Oh, it'd be nice if this thing could convert anything that is a diagnostic into itself, but that is a little hard apparently. So we'll see if we can work around that some other time. Okay, so I need to actually get these run methods. They live in different places now, though, I believe. Like run, cron. Actually, that one might have lived in the same spot. Job worker. Oh, I might not have that. Oh, cool. So something's not send. I'm gonna have to fix that. And worker just doesn't exist yet. Okay. Oh, this just doesn't need into diagnostic. That's nice. Okay, so command is pretty broken because I don't have the job run method. This one. I think I just want job worker though. Yeah, I think I just want to use it all the way in here. Yep, like that. Cool. Okay. A future can't be sent between threads safely. The trait send is not implemented for the cron function. Yep. But what part of this do I think has the problem? So run cron has cron function. Where's cron function? Cron registry. I think this is where cron function lives. So is it that I need to make cron function? I'm kind of curious if I just need to make app state. Oh, I made app state sync and send. Okay. And I think the error is that it wants it to be send. It might also need to be sync in a second, but right now it says that it needs to be send. So can I just say cron function? What does this hold that's not send? And actually, the error message probably tells me, right? It probably is telling me. Future can't be sent between threads safely. Future returned by run cron is not send. The trait send is not implemented for the dyn cron function plus static. Future is not send for this value is used across and await. So worker here, worker is not send, and I use it after calling await. Okay, perfect. That's perfect to tell me where to look. So here, that didn't go at all where I wanted. Server source cron, line 34. Oh, it's just about this await point at the very end to return the right thing. Oh, that's kind of hilarious. So this now isn't send. Because I'm holding the worker across the await point, I think is what it said. Can I stop doing that? What if I like don't have the variable for this? What if I just do worker where we make a new worker and run it? Let worker result. Yeah, and then we'll just return okay after it. And so really though, can I like inline this? Yeah, I don't even really need that variable. I just want to make a worker, call await on it, and then return okay. I'm not positive though if this is gonna fix the issue or not. Future can't be sent safely between threads still. Okay. Await occurs here with cron registry. Maybe with cron registry may be used later. With cron registry may be used later. Oh, that's interesting. Cron registry. Cron registry returns a full cron registry, which we pass off to the worker. Okay. Is it that cron job here? Cron function plus send plus sync plus static, unless it yells at me about it. Just add the things that you sometimes need. Impo cron function plus static can't be shared between threads safely. Required to cast from a boxed thing to a boxed thing plus send plus sync plus static. Okay, so it's telling me I can't do that. Consider further restricting this bound. So making, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. It means it's just telling me that if I want this to be restricted, just ask for it to be restricted, just like all these other things. Okay, cool. Now it's send and sync. Wow, that fixed the error here, didn't it? Yeah, nice, awesome. It's send and sync now. What's wrong with sponsors down here though? When I actually go to use some of this. Okay. Create private type app state in public interface. Oh, okay. I don't know, just make it pub create instead. I really am just like throwing visibility modifiers around however I feel like it in my blog at the moment. I really should at some point go through and like kind of try to clean everything up, but it's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. Wow. Clippy runs beautifully in the whole workspace. There's some things to clean up, but like it works great. Payload is never used. That feels unlikely. Job from DB. Payload. Wait, so you're saying that job from DB, we don't use payload for job from DB? Oh, yeah, because this is commented out. I forgot about this. That's perfect though. That'll be the thing we do next, because everything else should be working. Okay, or not should be, but like I think so. Oh yeah, that's the only thing Clippy's warning me about here. Awesome. So let's just make a commit. Get everything to compile at least. So this is actually going to be the bit that I hadn't really thought about before. I need to figure out a way to frameworkize this match or just move this to consumers, right? Like it would be fine if I make them write this method. That then just means that this is probably more of a trait that they impl or something, right? They have to provide this method somehow. Maybe they just give a method somewhere. I don't know. But it would be really cool to not need that. But I think that's definitely the answer for today, right? If you just provide this with a run job method that can take this job from database and run it, that is what we need, right? I think that makes sense. So is this on, no, this is on worker, right? It has the run job. So how do I actually want to do that? Right now, the entry point that I'm using is that there's a job method that has run. And so I also need a worker trait that implements this, that has this run job that needs to be implemented. And then you like mash them together. Yeah, let's do something like that. I think that'll work. And I think basically we're going to add this registry. It's not going to be the same thing at all, but we're going to add a thing called registry. And it's going to have a kind of similar concept, I think. This is all an experiment. I don't really know how this is all going to go necessarily, but I'm having fun with trying it all out. A registry, so then this is this file. In registry, we have a public trait called registry. It's fine. Registry. This could be the job registry. Yeah, it'll be our job registry. That's fine. And what does it need to do? Oh, it needs to run job. That's like its only thing. Is this method. Oh, dang it. But if I have them implement this thing, then I don't get the tracing. I'll just have to wrap it, I guess. Because I want all the tracing that I'm getting from there with the self. Oh, yeah, that's pretty fair. Yeah, it's really just this method is really all I'm trying to do. But we're gonna put it with a trait because I think that makes sense. Async trait, restricted job. Okay, this just can be public. It's escaping from the thing. That's fine. Okay. Oh, if I also want these to be used by him, I'm gonna have to make all of these public too, and then that'll get rid of the warning. There we go. And okay, so now I have the job registry run job. So I think this, yeah, okay, so worker. So this down here, this method currently takes an app state. I think it also needs to take a registry, which is something that impls registry. Yeah, this, oh, pub trait. Yeah, mod. Pub mod. Yeah. Can't find trait registry. Yeah, I know. Trait jobs registry. Oh, is it called job registry? Is that what I ended up calling it? Got it. Oh wait, this runs tick. Do. Yeah, but run job is all, like, that's fine. That just means that we need to get that into a worker, which I already knew. Okay, yep. Let's do that. Okay. So now you knew up a worker. with this and registry. So worker now is going to have a R, which is a registry, a job registry. Registry. New takes a reg, which is something that impulse registry, job registry. Oops. Ah. Registry. Let's just do it that way. Registry. For any R. I don't think I need to constrain this yet. Trait bound. Oh, well, okay. There we go. Job registry. That's fair because I constrained the struct, so I have to constrain everything else. Yeah, this is now R. The same registry, not just any arbitrary one. So this thing's run job now is self.registry.run job. No method run job for type parameter. Okay, do I need to, is that what I just need to do? Async run job. No, it does have that. Oh, yeah, because it's actually not on the registry. Okay, I think I just want to change that because it has a registry. Yeah, okay, so this just needs a self parameter. Run job takes a, oh yeah, it takes a job and then it takes an app state. Where am I? I'm here. Okay, that means this needs to have an app state, which is app state. Yep. Okay, perfect. Okay, that makes run job happy. What does this? Missing generics for trait. Oh, yeah. Of app state. Okay. Job registry of app state. Job registry of app state. Okay, cool. Don't need self anymore. Love it. I like it. Opaque. Wow. Let's delete all this just to get rid of it. We might have. This is a fun one. What is going on? Cargo build. Feel like we're gonna get a fun error from this one. Or it's just is gonna be a VS Code only error. We got a lot to compile to know that. Shouldn't have done the whole workspace. Should have gone into just the CJA crate for this, but that's okay. We'll prime that big cache. Ooh, while we sit here and wait for that, what does everyone think of the light setup behind me? My wife got that for me for Christmas, so trying it out for some streams. Curious what everyone thinks, but I am really liking it. Okay, cool. All it's mad about is that I don't use the thing right because I don't give it a registry here. But like I pretty expected that because I needed, like, I don't have a registry. Public to the crate at least. Struct jobs. Impl. Job registry for jobs. That's not really the impl that it needs. Ooh. It's pretty ugly. If I do this first, does it make it better? I kind of doubt it. It probably doesn't know to use... Oh, wow. Didn't want to open settings. It probably doesn't know to use the special syntax for that. Oh, Now it just broke it all together with that on it. It's okay. That makes sense, unfortunately. Okay, so let's find that I can just steal it from. To do. Okay. Except it's not really that to do. It's just to copy it from where it used to exist. But I've already deleted it here, so I guess I can grab it from browser. I can head to this, and I can look at the diff here for where we deleted it. Not one of these was just a file filter. Oh, it's this thing. There we go. I want to look in the jobs worker here for this bit. So I can copy it from there. This bit. This bit now goes into my register method in jobs right here. Cool. I like that. That looks like it was what I wanted. Let job registry. Nope. Close though. It is jobs. It's just not over there. It's in our crate. Nice. Do we own this job worker? No, job worker comes from CJA. Okay, so that makes sense why we have to give it the registry. Cool. So that was actually pretty easy. The registry right now is just a function that takes the thing and needs to run it, but it maybe can get a little fancier later. A cargo Clippy. Ooh, everything's upset. Everything's upset. But I think this is I got a compile error on Clippy. We would appreciate a bug report. Nice. The compiler unexpectedly panicked. This is a bug. Okay. Let's see if we can submit an error report here for our internal compiler error. Okay. Create an report for an internal compiler error, ICE in Clippy. If this doesn't look right, nope, this is right. This is definitely what we're looking for. Panic in a function that can't unwind. I'm just trying to figure out if I know enough to craft a good title for this. Or where is this even pointing to? No errors encountered even though delay span bug was issued. That's something. End of try mark green depth node stack. Okay, it doesn't mean much to me, but that's okay. To force a depth node. Oh, wait, is there... Oh, wow. Okay. There we go. That's the full thing then. Got it. Forcing query with already existing depth node. Sure. Of course. I just don't even know what to put in here. Okay, but let's do this. This is easy. Get the right Rust version. Error output. Ooh, okay. This is gonna be a lot though, but that's okay. If I pipe the whole thing to PB copy, it's probably not all of it though. Yeah. Redirect standard error to standard out. I never just remember this off the top of my head. To redirect standard error, use this. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So let's redirect standard error to ice output dot text. Perfect. Nice. Okay, that actually did reasonably well. Have I committed here? Can I commit? Oh, let's remove the ice output. Cargo build. Okay, close. I want to commit so that I can like have a commit that I can send with this because I think that would be really nifty. Yeah. Job registry for app state. Oh, if that fixes it though, that would be very interesting. Okay, it's getting some more errors. Oh, that's this one. Okay, love it. Uh, okay, well, self.state. This is just app state. No, you get your own app state. I don't need this clone here. We've already cloned by the time we've gotten here. You can just have that app state. Have it. Nice. Yeah, we only have a reference to the job, so we probably need to clone the payload still. Where you're mad at these. Do these not get to where they need to be? Import, import. Some more imports. We needed a trait that time. Oh, this doesn't know what app state is. That's funny. Okay, job from DB is not in scope. Oh, cool. Well, that's easy to import too. Import all the types. Help a unit struct. Oh, yeah. Oh. That wasn't actually the problem. Those were the same syntax. I can leave off the squiggly brackets because there's no types there, but I actually had to pass it the thing in the let. Okay. Is Clippy still mad? Or did I fix that along the way? Clippy's still very mad. Get things building. It's not a great commit message, but I'm more interested in the Clippy. Still happening? Perfect. Do the one where I logged it to a file. Man, got bad hiccups there. Okay, let's take a look at the file. Cool. I think this is good information. Let's copy all of this. Summary backtrace. I'm trying to figure out where to actually put the thing. I think it's right here. Yep, that looks right to me. Include a backtrace in the code block by setting, yeah. Perfect. If possible, try to provide a minimal verifiable example you can read to create how small examples. However, provide the crate where the ice occurred. Okay. Occurred in public crate. CJA. At what commit are we at? LS head. But I want like the full thing. This is actually like the one time cursor would have been nice where I could have just asked it for this. There's also a Copilot CLI that I don't think I'm in at the moment. I also could just Google things instead of relying on LLMs, but that's okay. Get CLI show full commit hash. Would have been such an easy Google too. It's just ref parse. I knew that. Ref parse head. There we go. And let's just not even do anything manually. Put that on PB copy. We don't need you anymore. That there. Let's publish that commit so it exists. Yep. It's probably just a push. I think I've already pushed this branch. Yeah. YubiKey. Awesome, because now I can get a link to it. Commits. well, that's just the wrong branch. Extract this one. This latest commit. Perfect. Make it shorter. Actually, how short was this? By 5? Okay, for 5. We'll have just this link to this. There we go. And actually, let's make it be all of that. I like that better. Okay. And I guess I could Google for this, and I guess I should look to see if this looks new, right? Oops. Forcing query with already existing depth node. Like if I just put that in the issues, do we get... yeah, this. Uh, Forcing query with already, yeah, one of these two. Triggered this and exact commit. Well, I do not have. I hope this serves. Yeah. Seems to be this lambda. Cargo clean. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's like, if it's just that, then I don't even know if it's worth reporting that much, right? If it's just a cache issue, like that seems like, I guess it is worth reporting, right? But that almost seems, oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know if I feel like this is super useful if it's just a cache issue. Huh. So it fixes the problem as expected. Huh, that wasn't expected to me. Wonder why that's expected. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm not sure if we actually need to make a bug for it because I don't have a minimal reproduction. There's already a few other people having the same thing, and it seems like clearing the cache fixes it, and that kind of lowers the priority of it, even in my mind. Like if I can just clear the cache and it goes away, then like it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Maybe. I think I might agree with that. So I just want to run my server now that we have this extracted and see if it's actually doing cronny things. That would be cool, right? Oh, we need some environment variables. Fun. I haven't been on this computer in a while. Let's see if we can follow our error messages. We need a GitHub client ID. And I guess oh, is this like oh, there's secrets in that file, aren't there? Oops, I'll have to clear some of those. Shouldn't have opened that file. But that's okay. There's nothing too secret in there, I don't think. Actually, there might be. One sec, team. We're gonna have to go into secrets mode. Let's assess the damage. Secrets. Oh, whoa, now you can kind of see me, but not really. See if I can fix that in like 10 seconds. Whoa. There we go. That's at least better. A little more. There we go. We'll take that for now. Okay. Now let's head to my editor though. See what's in this nvarc. What did I just leak to everybody on stream? I thought we actually did have some secrets in here. Yeah, I have like, yeah, some secrets in here. Definitely some secrets that need to be rotated. Yeah, cool. Okay. Anything really urgent? Yeah, let's just double check this GitHub token. It's the only one in here that I think is like, you know, potentially scary because sometimes I give out those tokens for my local machine with like kind of a lot of privileges. So let's find out. Tokens classic probably, that's expired. this is the temporary one that I use for things. Last used within a week. Yeah, this one probably wants to be regened. There we go. I don't know what was using that, but now it won't work. Sorry, other me's. Yeah, okay, cool. That's it. That wasn't too bad. I will remind myself to do a few more of those flips later, but that'll be okay. So actually, I'm just gonna get some of these things all set up really quickly with environment variables. Export Google, I think it's app ID is what I wanted. Google client ID. Google client ID equals fake. I'm just gonna set up it as a fake thing. Can I just keep running it and it'll tell me the next environment variable? Google, oh, because I didn't durenv allow. Okay, so that's gonna be a little more annoying. I should probably just find the Google config and do it that way. Yeah, I think that'll be much easier. A Google client secret. Is there anything else though Copilot just thinks I'm gonna want? That would be nifty. I don't think it has. I don't think that's right. Google config client ID client secret. Oh, that might have been it. Okay. Is that all? Oh, durenv allow. Now cargo run. Encryption secret key. That makes sense. That's for something separate, but that makes sense. Encryption secret key. I wonder if I actually like need to provide this as a thing, or like does it need to be have enough bits, or can I just do fake? We will find out in about 10 seconds. Hopefully not 10 whole seconds. Okay, there we go. That looks like it's enough. That was enough environment variables. So let's close the durenv. Try to remind myself not to open it again. And let's come out of secrets mode. Hello, team. And now we can head back to my editor. Okay, and now we can cargo run, and I think we can see that the crons at least seems to be working. A job error. No data was returned in query for sponsors. That might be... Oh yeah, and then this is erroring because no rows returned by a query. Yeah, okay, that makes sense though. These are actually probably correct. I think what's happening, and things are ticking, right? So I think things are actually working nicely. And I think those errors are correct because in my code for, let's see, refreshing videos, YouTube videos, jobs, yeah. This job to refresh YouTube videos just tries to get an access token, get a valid Google access token by just assuming that there is going to be one of these from the database, and blows up, and not blows up, but it returns an error if it doesn't. And that's what's failing right now. So I don't have any Google users in my local database for that one. And then for the Google one, sponsors, the sponsors one gets a token, just uses the personal access token. And I think the personal access token I have set, I just expired, if it ever worked. I don't even know if I have a valid one on this machine right now. So it makes sense that neither of those are actually working. But we are like seeing the worker ticks, and we're seeing the messages come through in tracing. So I do think we are on the right path. Actually, and these are all worker ticks. Do I see a cron tick? I actually don't. Cron worker tick. There we go. We see some cron ticks. Love it. Okay, so I think that actually extracted pretty nicely. Let's look at the diff that is pushed up. Yeah, let's take a look at this pushed up diff. Pull requests. Yeah. Oh, we even have green tests. I like that. Okay. Comma, sure. We added CJA to our workspace. Love it. UUID is now a workspace dependency. Most of the things we use are from the workspace. This error is not, and async trait is not. That's interesting. We'll think about that. All of our app states need to know how to get a version and how to get a database connection. That makes sense. I actually want to come back to this in just a second. Can we return a reference to the PG pool here? I had a few problems with that earlier, but that was when things were like I had more messes to clean up. So maybe now that things are cleaner, we can come back to that. We have our cron module that exports both the cron registry and the worker. The registry has some more complicated stuff than it did when it was right in my blog, but I think that's okay. It has the registry, which has a hash map from the key to the jobs. And each one of those jobs implements this cron function trait. And this has the method that's the run method, right? It's the do the cron job thing. And it errors with a string, and this was important for error handling, and it's like okay for now since I'm just gonna send this to like tracing. But it's not my favorite. And then we have an implementation for this run for anything that implements function. So right, you can use this now with closures and stuff like that, which is nifty. This internal cron job, I actually don't want this to be public. Does this need to be public? Would be cool if not. I think this is one that I probably just made public pretty recently to get rid of errors, so it's okay. I don't want it to be public though, because I really just want it to be an implementation detail of how the registry holds on to its jobs. The things that are more public here are like cron function. I think I'm okay with that trait being public. That's fine. And cron job. Wait. Cron job and cron job trait. What's cron job trait? It's just the run method from cron job. But I actually keep, do I use cron job trait at all? Is this trait used? Well, yeah, it's not in the cargo.toml for sure. Oh yeah, it's literally, no, it's just absolutely not used for anything. Love that. Cleaning it up. Completely unused. See, and this is why I like doing self-review for code, even if it's like just for my blog and personal stuff, is because I find silly things like that I can clean up. And it's like I have a lot more context to clean it up right now than I'm going to when I come back to it later. Rust helps though, because it's going to tell me like it's fine to remove it, nothing's using it, and I can be confident in that. But still, good to have some context for what's going on. I think one of these wait, do I still have the logging on worker? I'm in registry right now, right? Let's find out. One thing that I was looking for just now, which I think I do because I would see it if it was gone. Maybe not. I was looking for a big... Oh, that's on the worker side, not on the cron side. That's on jobs. Let's hop over there. Let's look at the job stuff. So we have a job trait that we expect things to implement. They really need to implement the run method, and then we provide a run from value, which is basically deserialize then run, and we provide the enqueue method to add it to the database. So we handle the database thing. Well, I guess we don't handle it on both sides, but kind of, right? So this does this serialization. This puts it in the database with the serialization. So we handle both sides of the serialize, deserialize. This is one side of the database, and we do handle the other side of the database, just not right here. We have a job registry. This is how you implement and tell us what jobs exist. And by you tell us what jobs exist, what I really mean is we give you a function that has a job from the database, and you have to run it. And we'll look at what our implementation looks like. And I think there might be some stuff we can tweak, and maybe not all of this needs to be in the application. Some can be in the framework eventually, but it'll work for now. Our job worker lets all of these be public so everyone can see them. It takes in a registry now and knows about any app state, just because we want this to work in multiple apps with multiple different app states. Ooh, I can remove this to do now. It's just, it's to done. I made the registry. That was the fix. So it said that I needed to figure out how jobs will work. And the answer is I added this registry. So the app creates a registry, which is responsible for actually knowing how to run a specific job given a app state. The registry could hold the app state. It doesn't need to. It's fine. Yeah, nice. I like that. And then we're going to see some differing usages here, but hopefully nothing too much. Yeah, this is just cleaning things up here. Oh, before I didn't need an await, and now I just needed to change up so I don't... It knows it can drop cron registry. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Cron registry just got deleted. It gets moved, basically. We need some into diagnostics here because there are different types of errors. We have to make the job registry. We can get rid of most of the framework code, but we do need the job registry. Like that. Jobs are for an app state. Yep, this app state's from the app, so the app knows it has a specific app state that it can provide. Like that. And then, yeah, I'm saying my workers in cron need to be able to know these methods, so let's implement them for the app state in our server. Awesome. Okay, so that was a good self-review. I think I did delete this to do, right? So let's more cleanup. And then let's go back to some of those comments I left myself while we were going through that and see if we can solve any of them. Can I just go to the comments? Is this trait used? No, we just completely deleted it. Does cron job need to be public in the registry? So I don't want cron job to be public totally, but maybe it can be public with super. Like I could buy that. The restricted type cron job in public interface can't leak restricted type. Cron registry. Oh, yeah, but like this can match it. Yeah. Well, it's twofold, right? Oh, actually, no. Crate is bigger than super for sure, because super here is just cron. Yeah, so anyone in cron can look at the jobs directly. No one outside of cron can, and now we don't have that warning about visibility to clean up. Awesome. Or it wasn't actually, I just had it public and then I removed it. Yep, okay, awesome. Resolve that conversation. But there was one more, right? Oh, this. Yep, okay. Let's commit first. The references bit. Make things less public. And I think what's funny here is I definitely have a commit from a few ago that says things more public, but that was when I was trying to get everything to compile and it was pretty messy. Once I committed, I felt a lot safer going around and changing visibility to be how I wanted it, knowing that I could just always revert back to my safe commit. So that's one reason I will sometimes do something and then undo it right away afterwards. Just gives me that level of safety. Okay, so what I really want to do here is I want to say that this method doesn't return a pool. It returns a reference to a pool. I kind of just want to see what happens. Everything's upset. But not everything. It just says that I can remove. These are some warnings, I think, that are saying like it already gets a reference. You don't need to double reference it. Which, like, awesome. We can definitely stop doing that. And is that gonna be about it? Oh no, there's definitely something down here. Oh yeah. Because this now needs to return a reference to it. So is everything gonna be happy now? Yeah, love it. See, that's the best way to do it, right? Do something when things aren't happy early on, right? Just to make things work, and then come back to it later. And it turns out that it must have been something in the middle that was causing me issues, because I can totally return a reference here without any problems. Return a reference to the pool, not a whole pool that we gotta clone. Awesome. Let's push those 2 changes up. I don't think anything's gonna happen, but let's do even all targets. Actually, we should do cargo clippy all targets for sure, because I always forget about that one. Cargo clippy all targets. Yay! Nothing to complain about at all. Cool. Okay. So in theory now, we can actually hop over and do what I said we were gonna do to start with. So I think we should do it. Do I actually want to do I want to merge this? I think I do want to merge this before we're gonna use it. So do we take one more gander at it and see if there's anything we see before we click the merge button? I don't really think there's anything that I really am gonna see here. I think we're good. I think I'm gonna merge it. We're gonna live with the consequences of my decisions, I feel like. Yep, did that. Love it. I guess maybe we'll wait for these to run. Will we? No. Yeah, we will. We will. Okay, fine, we will. And then the other thing that actually is worth mentioning is I was gonna hop to the status project. Oh, and key-based IDP auth also has a green check. Okay, let's merge this first. So this, like I was saying earlier, I have some, I called it IDP auth here. It's really just a centralized auth that's going to use my blog for controlling auth, and then other side projects can hook into it. And this adds some niceness so that it all works with keys. So I can verify that like the app, my side project is who it says it is, and helps make some of this stuff a little more secure. And so I don't know if it's ready to merge or not. Let's take a quick look. I think some of the stuff that I was dealing with at the end was making sure it correctly worked in both testing and in real life, and I don't think I actually got this all the way working, but it might work enough. I think the issue is that, yeah, it's not going to work in prod because the login callback's just localhost. But that's actually probably okay for me for the moment. So yeah, let's just merge this. Oh, sure, it's ready for review. Squash and merge! So that's going to deploy with automatically. It's going to deploy to fly just because that's what I'm using. But running in GitHub Actions. Okay, so now we have this. Let's go back to the branch we've been working on for extracting, and let's do a rebase off main. Let's just do it automatically. If it works, it works. Awesome. Now let's yeet it up. Awesome. So these didn't conflict at all, which is nice. I didn't think they would. They really touched separate things, so it makes sense. But now I'm going to claim this is ready for review even before the specs pass, because I just like made them start over. So it's definitely going to take a minute, but that's okay. So now we should have a extracted framework for doing cron and jobs that we can use in our uptime. I'm calling it status at the moment, our uptime monitor. And then the stuff that we just merged is the key-based auth, which we should also be able to take advantage of in status. So let's go ahead and pull up a new window of VS Code, and let's open status. Oh, we were not on status at the moment. That is the course that I'm working on, writing a web framework in Rust. I have recorded some drafts of that, and me and my wife are going through the editing and chunking that out into some sections. So we're having fun with that. And if you want more info about that upcoming course, you should check out my blog at coreyja.com and subscribe to the newsletter, where I will share updates as I have them. Okay, but here's our status app. I don't think this was on a... Ooh, maybe it was on a branch. Oh, 1 second. I wonder if I need to push some stuff up from the laptop. So luckily I don't have to go anywhere. It's right here. Just have to check it out. Yes, I do need to push. But that's easy. Push. Pull. And commits. Oh, only 1 commit. But that's okay. I'll take it. Awesome. Okay, so status is pretty simple, and it doesn't really do much of anything yet. It doesn't have a database to talk to. It kind of does auth. We'll see that in a minute. And definitely does not have cron or jobs yet. So let's look at the auth. Hopefully it's still working, and then we will try to hook in the cron and jobs and get that started. And I kind of think that'll probably be enough to call it a day. But let's try it out. Okay, so one thing that I want to do is open up both my blog and status and have them both run. So let's run the blog over here and run status over here. And they open up on different ports on purpose so that we can run them nicely side by side. And so we have localhost 3000. It should be my blog when it comes up. Uh-oh. Can't leak crate private type. How about we just make it crate public? I think that'll fix that. Seems like it's gonna. Just gotta give it a sec to compile. There we go. Running. Awesome. Okay, awesome. Wow, that is huge. Is that actually what that looks like? Or is it because I didn't run you through Overmind, so Tailwind didn't work? I'm gonna hope it's that one, because that is large. Oh, I have to compile some more stuff. Must have done it from a different directory this time, but that's okay. Must have been from the workspace root. Just because I think I had just run it from the... Oh, wait, no, maybe the other way around. Maybe I had run it from the workspace root and this is not. It's annoying that it has to recompile all that still, but that's okay. There we go. There's Tailwind being done for us. I think that's the thing we were missing a second ago. And our status app, yeah, our status app is chilling along nicely. And all it does right now is this. It renders this page that says, "Hello world, this is a simple web app written in Rust." And that's about all we get, but you know, hey, gotta start somewhere. There we go. Okay, this is finally up. The blog, yeah, there we go. Much better sizing. Okay, so what we can do here is we can go to login. Actually, let's open our network inspector here, because I think it'll be more fun to see how we hop back and forth. Okay, so if we go to login here, it's gonna break. What happened there? Okay, so we hit login on our 3000, which is status, which redirected us to localhost 3000 login status. So this went to my blog and hit a 404. Well, let's find out what happened there. I didn't expect that to hit a 404. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. Also sometimes turned off my worker and cron because they make the logs very annoying. But here we go. We see login status and we get the 404. Okay, so why is that happening? Let's go to our routes and see if we see anything. I should have login set up to nest. Yep, and go to here. So login and then app slug. Should have ended up here. One second. I'm hopping over to the laptop again for just a sec. Oh, sorry. I wasn't talking what I was seeing much. I think there is... Yeah, one more commit that I need to push from my laptop for my blog side. Oh, but I just merged that PR. Oops. Okay, that means there's a commit that I just need to just find basically. Fix visibility, fix visibility. Just do a poll basically just so it does a fetch. There we go. Yep. And then I think I just want to do this. This isn't the best, but it's fine if I'm planning on merging everything here. Just wanted to do a cherry pick here. It's gonna have some issues, but that's okay. I want to take this one with the new cron and the new jobs. Cargo build, just to make sure we can get a compile. Looks like Oh, maybe, but it's way early to say. Do. 7 more to go. 4 more to go. 1 more before we get to the final one, I guess. Cool. Cherry pick. I don't think you do cherry pick continue. Oh, it is. Cool. Add everything. Continue the cherry pick. There we go. Overmind S. Running. Okay. Blog. You're available. Status. Are you still available? Yes, you are. Okay, let's try this again. Log in. There we go. Oh my gosh, so close. Okay, that one was way better though. So we hit the status app homepage. Then the next thing that we do is we get redirected to... Oh no, this was hitting the login page. That makes sense. This redirects us to the blog. The blog then redirects us to GitHub. GitHub does its OAuth and redirects us back to the blog. The blog then redirects us back to the status app saying login callback with a state. And then that is where we're currently blowing up. So let's figure out what's going on. I think that's going to be on the other side. Yeah, so I'm getting a 500 from status. So what's status doing? Unexpected value. Thank you for that. Oh, but that could be, is this trying to claim it? No, this is login callback, so it's not on claim. I had a problem where it would claim multiple times and that would cause an error, but I'm not on claim. This is on callback. Panicked at this. Yeah, so it's not getting it's not getting JSON back. It doesn't think. Oh yeah, because it calls claim inside of it. Yeah, okay, that's actually what we expected. So I think what I want, or that's what I was saying earlier, right? The claiming multiple times thing. But that means there might be an error actually on my blog side. It's just going to be the first one. No rows returned. Oh yeah, but that's something different. Yeah, I do need a way to make it easier to see what's going on in my logs because I am getting lots of errors for workers in Cron that are not related to the web one I'm looking for. There we go. Invalid signature. Okay. Invalid signature. That makes sense because when I do the GitHub OAuth thing at the end of this here. Oh, I've lost my chat, but thank you for the follow on Smiling Expendus. Expendits. Let me know if I butchered that too badly, but thank you for the follow. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to remove you. Thanks for trying, but no, I'm not interested in your spam. Okay. Okay, so what did I want to do here? I got a little distracted by that spam message. What am I looking for? Oh, the signature verification. That's on the claim endpoint. Oh, which is part of login now. Claim, app claim, this thing. Okay. It looks at the public key. And how does it get the public key? Auth public key. There we go. It's somewhere right over here where we take the auth public key. There we go. We need to set auth key file name. Uh-oh. I can't open my nvarc really easily. Okay, secrets again for just a second. Secrets. Okay. We'll be quick this time. nvarc. I need to do export auth key file name, I think, as testing.pub.key. And then let's check that I did that right. Auth key file name pub pem. Awesome. Close the mvar-c. Okay. And let's come out of secret mode. We're back. Okay. Start the server. Okay. We have the server started. Let's head over to our status app. Still up? No, it is not. That's easy to fix though. Status. Cargo run. Head over to our browser again. The app is up. Clear all of this and let's see the login flow. Awesome. Okay, we are talking to GitHub. Ooh, we made it so far. Okay. Same thing where we errored here. Looks the same from the status end. Let's check out the blog end. Posting. Yeah, we failed here. Invalid signature again. Invalid signature again. Oh yeah, what are we using to actually sign this over in status land? Oh, I have a private key set here. Cool. I don't want to use this private key. This must be from when I was setting things up before. Now, there's a file that I want to use. So in my projects directory, there's in a coreja.com, there's projects. And then I can look in status, and then I can look for testing.private.pem. I think that's what I want. Cargo run. Okay. 3001 app is up. Let's clear this just to make it cleaner. Login. Oh, is this app just down now? Because that was pretty quick. We just immediately fell over. But it's probably just because I took the app down to look at stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Okay, 3001, start over, clear this, 3001/login. Okay, we hit GitHub. We're waiting to come back. We came back from GitHub, and there we go. We made it. We authed all the way through and see that we are this user ID. Love it. Okay, so blog is working for this. Let's just push up any bits that I need. And let's do the same in status. Okay, status is actually all pushed up. We just were doing some environment variable stuff that we missed before. And let's see if we can actually pull in this new CJA meta framework and actually like use it and accomplish what we were trying to accomplish today. It would be pretty cool if we could get all the way there. So we're going to pull in this, and I want to do it from git 0.0.0. And I need to see a git one. Do we? I think we're using one in here though. No, is it not in this one? It might not be in this one at the moment. So let's open this one. Cargo toml in server. Yeah, there we go. One like that. Just want to copy the syntax for it so that I can... Oops. Uh-oh, that didn't work at all. It didn't copy over even a little bit. Yeah, one like this. Status. Okay, like that's not the one I want to use, but I do want to do git, and then it wants to be something like this, where this is coreja.com. Oh no, that's coreja. This is coreja.com. And then I want to do revision. Do I want a specific revision for this? Yeah, I think I do, right? Let's just grab this revision. Wait, is this the latest one? Yeah, I think it is. That one. So first, does that just pull in correctly? Awesome, because we have conflicts. So things that I'm pulling through here, but I might not want to anymore because I want to pull them through CJA. Let's see what those things might be. SQL X. Oh, I'm not pulling that in yet. Tokyo. Yeah, Tokyo. I'm definitely pulling in a Tokyo. Do I just want to use... Ooh, that's interesting. How much do I want to... Which ones does it actually matter about? Async, trait, and Axum. What if I just do remove cargo.lock, cargo run? Yeah, so if I just remove the thing, this might be enough to fix it. That would be cool. But thinking about it more, there might be more stuff that I eventually am going to want to fold in here, but I think for now that this could be enough if it works. So yeah, actually, does this... It does have Axum, but is it even... Oh, no, it doesn't have Axum right now. That makes the most sense. I was kind of confused about that. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm using Axum on the side, but it doesn't actually like have it technically inside of this, which is perfect. Okay. Okay, so let's actually like see if we can set up a cron. So where's like our main? Here's our main function. We don't have very good organization right now, but that's okay. How do we use the cron in our server? That's not the one there. I think I want the one where we actually use it, which is this one. Nope, that one got moved too. Wait, what? But there is a server cron, run cron, where run cron comes from cron run cron. The word cron repeated way too many times. Server source run cron. Oh, I see. It moved from the mod to the non-mod version. Okay, that's fair. So what if we want something like this? We just take the run cron from there. Oh, and this is actually like where I would want to do multiple tasks at the same time like I have in my blog. But I guess I can just take a run cron. So let's just do this. Yeah. Okay. Oops, not that. I wanted it to do that. There we go. Oh, so we have run cron and we need cron registry. Which I guess I just want to make a function for. Pub function cron registry. It returns a cron registry. Except it's not exactly like that, but it's kind of close, right? Ooh, we can define our own app state here in just a minute. That'll be fun. Yeah, well, why don't you know about cron registry? Like, you should be able to know about cron registry. Cron registry comes from, yeah, CJA cron. CJA cron registry. Yeah, so why didn't you let me include that? Okay, that's silly. Okay, but now we do need a struct app state. And then it impls a CJ, yeah, that. And I'm gonna have to implement a few things that I'm just kind of gonna hack them. What's going on with Rust Analyzer? Reload workspace. Oh, there we go. Much better. Well, maybe much better. It's thinking. Oh yeah, because it's not cron state, it's app state, and it's not in that. It's in app state. Now it has implement. Yeah, okay. Version. Development. Database. We will get there. We don't have a database at all yet, so I can't give you a database pool. SQLX. I think I just want to get it from CJA SQLX. But I know I don't export that right now, so I will need to change that. And so this can have some derives on it. Derive, debug, and clone. There we go. Cron registry. Let's import that. That means I can delete this long one and use just that. And then it's a register of like hello world. You give it a name, I think. And then you give it a duration. So like duration from seconds every 60 seconds. Closure is expected to take 2 arguments. App state and context. Expected closure to be one that returns this, but it returns something else. Oh, they just call in queue. And they aren't async movie. Okay, that's interesting. That returns that, but it returns just a result. Oh, so yeah, now it's mad at me for the other way. Oh, that's interesting. I kind of thought I could do that. Expected pin box found async block. Oh, I just need to box pin it. Expected to be a closure that returns that, but instead it returns expected struct, found struct. It's pretty freaking similar. It's a pinned box, but then it's not a dyn future. It's an async block. That's really interesting because it feels like that could just work. But let's actually just... Okay, so let's just change this to a to-do then for now. Wait, is this not where I had the... A box pin. Yeah, I just couldn't read it right there. Okay. Let's change this to a to-do until we actually have a job, because I think that will help a lot. Cool. Okay, that'll work for me. Worker, what do you want? This is a cron worker. Yes, okay, so I just need to get SQLX. Like this thing needs to know about SQLX. So let's get SQLX set up here. I think to do that, I'm going to go through... Oh, and actually, one second. Before I do that, I'm actually going to change this from the revision to just pulling it from this branch for the moment. Because then I can just run update and get a new version instead of having to change the commit every time. And that'll be nifty because I'm just about to go create a new one that doesn't use that at all, because I want to go up to the lib.rs of CJA, and I want to do pub use SQLX. Allow using SQLX through CJA. Push it. Now I can go and do that over here. Now I think I can just do cargo update CJA. Dash P. There we go. New one. Yay. That works. And now it should know that SQL X is something I can grab from there. Nice. We have warnings and stuff, but that's okay. I'm fine with warnings. Yeah. Run cron is never used. That's fine. Okay, so let's get a job pulled over then. I think. Yeah. Let's make a jobs mod. This is where I'm going to have the registry live. So let's go down to the server registry that we've created here. And let's just do one of these. So public struct jobs. Here's our job registry that comes from the CJA crate. Our app state. We have one of those. Let's make sure we can use it. Oh, app state. Yeah, I shouldn't need to do anything because we're inside of that, I think. Import it from the crate. Yep, perfect. Jobs from database. That can come from CJA. Those are not jobs that we have. Perfect. So then I think I do want a new job though. So let's do mod hello world. And actually let's do this as hello because it's just fine like that. And we'll do it and hello here. So then struct hello. And we want to derive some things on it. Let's do that and clone and serialize and deserialize. And then let's import job where it's of an app state, and our app state is from the crate for hello. It needs a constant name, which is hello. Lifetime parameters don't match. Lifetime parameters don't match that of trait. Okay. Well, what does the trait say? Trait says that. What? Run self. Oh, async. Async trait. There we go. Love that. We now have a job. So then if our job name is hello, we run the hello thing. This is private, but it shouldn't be public to everything in the crate. No such associated item because I haven't imported the trait that it comes from. Expected results found that. Sure. That. Oh, okay, so I just want to do just that, I guess. There we go. Yeah, so I didn't want to return the error there because I wanted to be able to return this here. Yeah, that makes sense. This wants to return the result for the function. So does that mean we could run so we have function run cron, but I actually also have run job available to me. So like instead of doing Axum, I have job runner, job worker, and an app state. Okay, yep. So app state, and then registry is jobs. Oh, jobs. Import jobs. Nice. Type inside must be known for its content. Okay, so it's just mad at me because I'm not using that. That's fair enough. Yeah, okay. Awesome. So let's go to let's actually do pretty much the same thing I have over here. So there's more stuff I'm going to want to fold into the framework, I'm realizing as I actually get started pulling out a second thing. But that's okay. So this actually doesn't change in the diff. So we'll just pull it from main. But I want to go to my server. I don't want to go to commands. Oh my gosh, way too nested. Command this, spawning tasks. Yes, so this is what I want to do in main. I want to spawn tasks. Just all kinds of different tasks. Okay, so we have an async function called run Axum. Yep, yep, and it has most of this stuff that used to be here. Starts with that, and then eventually it does the running it like that. It also can have that at the end. I like that. Yep. There we go. There's one of my functions. Yeah, you don't use app state, but we're gonna pass it through. Let app state equals app state. Yep, of course. Then I have, oh yeah, this. Job worker. This should be appstate.clone. Perfect. Oh, okay. We can add futures. Oh wait, no, import futures. That's fine. Tokyo, no. Cargo, add futures. Join error just comes from Tokyo, I think. Yeah, there we go, from Tokyo. Awesome. Okay. So then this registry though, what this is going to do is instead of to do here, it's going to do hello. Yeah, it's going to enqueue the job. Jobs mod hub to the crate. Hello. That. Yep. Import it. This function takes 3 arguments, but 2 were supplied. Oh, yeah, no, it is that. We make a hello instance and then we call enqueue on it. Why? You should know what kind of app state it is because I tell you that. Type annotations needed here? No, they shouldn't be though. Like, you should know what that app state is. It's like you couldn't figure that out though? Okay, whatever, Rust. We'll let you be with that one. Does this actually gonna work? Not yet implemented. Cool. Where's our not yet? Where's our to do? Oh, yeah, we actually don't have a database. That does make sense. We are gonna need one of those. Okay. But everything compiles. Get a job and cron started. But now we need to actually get a database here. So cargo SQLX database like set up. Oh, well, I don't want that. No, I want like even more than this. I want like prepare. No. SQLX in it. SQLX migrations setup. Migrate setup. Add. I guess I can do add. Add jobs table. Cool. So it's also telling me how to run my migrations, which I can do in my main function. Do something like this, where you can migrate, and we're gonna migrate by doing app state.db, which we like it doesn't actually work yet, but like that's what that would do. Can't resolve SQLX in the list of crates. No, but it's there though. You have it. Couldn't find SQLX in the list of imported crates. Well, it should be though, because like that's one of the things I just did in my latest push here. Was this last commit is to make SQLX be re-exported from CJA. Could not find SQLX in the list of imported crates. Cargo add SQLX. Okay, interesting. This thing just doesn't know the method, but it does exist. Just need to import the trait for it. Works for me. I don't think I want that app state here. Oh, wow. I have to import it as underscore so it doesn't conflict with other things. That's the first time I've actually had that happen before. That's fun. I know that trick of using as underscore to like make traits not conflict, but I haven't actually run into it because I usually try naming things just differently than that. Okay, so we have a database pool. Do we? No, this wasn't setting up a pool. This was if you already have a pool, this is what you can do. SQLX pool. Really just want yeah, I can just use the exact thing here. No, let's just copy it from this. It's just going to be better. Let's just copy the blog, the thing that I have over here on my blog. Because database just has a method here that's called setup database pool. And I basically just want this whole thing. Setup database pool gets database URL. Yeah, we don't have database URL. That's okay. Because end of our C here is not that exciting. Export database URL equals something like that. We'll just call it status. Doesn't even need to be anything exciting. Allow. Cargo SQLX migration database create. Now try it. There we go. Now it has a database URL. Awesome. Select database URL. Yeah, I have that. I think what I just need to do is close it and reopen it. Except that opened it. The other one, I want to open status. Perfect. They actually might have both opened. We'll give it a sec to compile, and then I think all I might have to do is copy over some of the migrations to actually set up the jobs, and then I'm hoping that's really all we got to do, and everything will work. Cargo build. Line 42 needs an import. Nice. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, this still doesn't know about that, but that's okay. It's just silly. Yeah, sometimes it has a problem knowing the database URL in VS Code. Sometimes it works fine. Sometimes it doesn't. Oh, fun. I just got a message from OBS that I ran out of disk space for recording. So we're just streaming and not recording anymore. which is fine, but is gonna make getting this to YouTube just a little bit more fun later. Okay. Let's see. I think that's pretty good here, though. It does compile, so yeah. Cargo build. It does build, and I think this has got to fail at runtime on some stuff for actually getting the actually running these SQL commands, right? Because I don't have this jobs table. Sorry, running around just a little bit too much there. I wanted to find my main. There we go. Let pool equals setup db pool. App state now has a pool. Has a pool, which is a PG pool. Ah, there we go. Okay. Are these just telling me it doesn't know that? Yes, it totally is. Let's find the impl for, let's find that to do, basically. This is really easy now. It's just self.pool as a reference. Okay. Cargo run. Error return from database relation jobs does not exist. So I kind of was expecting that. I was hoping that we weren't, that it wasn't going to happen like this. I was hoping that it was actually going to do it at compile time with SQLX. But I'm not surprised. Create jobs. Oh, I have two of these that have the same thing. Okay, well, let's just delete one of them. Let's just delete that one. Okay, and then this I can just copy from the other place right now where I added jobs. Rename table. Okay, that's not the jobs table. This is the jobs table. I think this is basically the last, like, I don't think I've done anything fancier to jobs table. So DB reset. Yep. Awesome. And now we should be able to cargo run. Okay. If we wait a minute, is it gonna... Actually, what's our logging setup like right now? But I think, because I think it is doing tracing stuff, right? Yep, setup tracing. Anything with the CJA gem equals at least info. Hey, look at all those ticks. Job ran. Okay. I like that. Yeah, I like that. We have Cron and jobs. I like that a lot. Get cron and jobs working in status. Yeah, we have the most basic thing, right? It's like literally just a hello world job, but it's enough that I think we can keep building from there. And it taught me a lot of different things that I think I'll eventually want to pull into the framework, right? Like, there was quite a few bits in this last bit where we were pulling everything in that I'd like to do, like that migration. It would be really cool if that was part of it. I didn't have to copy paste that in, and other little pieces like that. It would also be really nice if it failed at compile time if you don't have a jobs defined in your database locally. But I'm not sure about that one. That one just like a little bit of how SQLX works and how we're going to want to do things. I might not want to use SQLX long term, but it's great for now. So I think it's good to stick with. And with that, I think we're going to wrap up here for the day. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with me on stream, everybody. To wrap up, you can find me at CoreyJA.com. This is my personal blog and the home for all CoreyJA branded content. If you want to be really informed of everything I am up to, you should head on over to my newsletter. and scroll down to the bottom and enter your email address to subscribe, and I will send you an email. I want to do at least once a month in 2024, but definitely not super often enough to be spammy, of what I'm up to, what I've worked on recently, and updates on the courses and things that I'm hoping to produce in 2024, like writing a web framework in Rust. And with that, I think I am going to get out of here today. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe on both Twitch and YouTube. And thanks so much for coming along. I will see everyone offline. Thanks, team. Bye. Uh-oh. Gotta find the actual exit thing. See ya, team.